Hello you guys, I'm Jhay Beauty, a licensed esthetician here in Atlanta, Georgia, owner of Jhay Beauty Aesthetics, and today we're going to be talking all about waxing and what to expect and how to make your waxing experience a smoother one. I'm going to be joined by Mia the Boss. She has been a client of mine for the last year, a little over a year, and she's going to tell you her experiences and what she does to make her wax experience a smooth one.
We're here. Perfect.
So we're going to be talking all about waxing, and I'm going to hit points from sugaring to laser and all of those questions. And if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments. So my name is Jhay Beauty. I'm a licensed esthetician and owner of Jhay Beauty Aesthetics here in Atlanta. I do lash extensions, full body waxing, and skincare. But today is all about waxing. I've been waxing Mia for the last year and some months, some change.
Right. A while now.
Yeah. So let them know your experience.
Hey, you guys. Well, just like a little bit of backstory. When I moved to Atlanta, I was trying to find like another, like a black woman to wax me. I was going to European Wax Center, hated it. And I know I've told you that. I feel like it's like a fast food joint. They just get you in, get you out, and you're just not really, left satisfied. So I was doing some searching on Instagram, and then I found you, and we've just been together ever since.
Yes.
So happy about that. But waxing experience for me, I remember the first time I got waxed was in college. It was so painful, and I was like, I'm never going to do this again. But then, as I kind of got older over like the past 2-3 years, it was one of those things that I was like, all right, it still hurts, but I want to do it. But it's just all about being consistent. And then the one thing that you taught me was exfoliating. Exfoliating is a game changer. I make my own exfoliant. I just use like grapeseed oil. I use almond oil, and then I just take like raw organic cane sugar, mix it up, and that's all I've used. So, exfoliate the outside, of the vagina, the inside of your legs. I use it for my legs before I shave, my underarms, like everywhere. But that's the key that I've been having to where like the waxes are not so painful.
Yes. So I get a lot of questions about the wax discomfort. I don't like to say pain because I feel like people who haven't got waxed before, they think you're going to jump off the table. And it's not that bad. But it is this, like your first time is the worst. As long as you keep your wax up, you don't have to worry about feeling that same discomfort as the first time. But of course, I'm still ripping hair out your skin, so you're going to feel something.
Yeah, discomfort's a good word because before you could even try to cry, it's over.
Yeah. Also, I would tell people my first recommendation is find a esthetician that's really good at what she does, because some people are more aggressive with their hair removals and it hurts more. Some people use soft wax through the whole process, and that is like the worst to me to do, because soft wax adheres to the skin as well as the hair. So you want to go to someone who uses hard wax, which only adheres to the hair. If they do a cleanup after, once all the hair is gone with soft wax, that's fine. That usually means that they don't like to tweeze their clients. But if they're using soft wax right off back, you should get off that table.
Yeah.
Also, so I get a lot of questions about, is sugaring better than waxing, like hard waxing?
I don't even understand what sugaring is.
So it's sugar.
Ooh.
So it's basically sugar mixed with lemon. They make it into a ball consistency, and you basically have to rub it on and go a few times, come back, and then whip off. So you only can take off a small amount at a time. So sugaring is usually a longer process. But if you have reactions to the wax, like a histamine reaction all the time, which you personally don't, but if somebody does, I would recommend that they get sugaring because it's a little more gentle with the skin. also it depends on which wax your waxer is using. So my wax is vegan. It's organic. Some people use, like, for example, Gigi wax that's at Sally's. It's like the worst wax to use. I don't know what's in that thing, but it do not work right. It's not correct. So yeah, it depends on the wax they're using. But sugaring is not necessarily better than waxing. They're one and the same. There's no winner over the other. It just depends on the person. Pain levels depend on each client threshold and the wax specialist and how they wax.
Yeah, because someone and they're like, sugaring is better, and I'm just like, maybe it's a preference, not really. Does it?
It's a preference, yes. So, and I have both. I've done both. I know how to do both. It's just a preference. It takes a little longer. It's a little more tedious on my hands, and like it hurts. Like I don't know if I get carpal tunnel in my wrist, but that's why I don't do it as much, because waxing is an easier, simpler process for me. What else? I don't recommend the same thing with soft wax. How if you see somebody pull out the soft wax to start waxing you, if they're telling you they're using sugar and it looks like soft wax with the strip, you don't want that type of sugar. You want the sugar that's in the ball consistency and it's like gooey. And you'll see them doing this with their hands because they have to get it in a certain place in the middle of their ball to do it. But yeah, you don't want soft sugar either. That's more aggressive, and that's just as much, it's gonna hurt you as soft wax. So no. When it comes to laser, now most of my clients are Black women or minority women, like Latinos, but with laser, so your skin type has to be really, really, really fair. Your Fitzpatrick has to be really fair, and your hair has to be dark for the laser to work properly. So for me, I tried it because I don't like to do anything for my clients without trying it first, because I thought about adding it as a service. And I've done 10 treatments. For me, it was painful, but I know some people say it's not. But from my studies, if the laser isn't up high to a level 8 or more, it's not doing anything. And most people who are doing the lasering are doing it at a lower level, so their clients are not uncomfortable, but it's not really doing anything. It's going to take you way longer.
Yeah, that's some of the stuff that I've heard about lasering with women of color, like, or like just women or people in general who have melanin in their skin. Like, so.
Yeah, it's not good. It doesn't really work for us. I've done 10 treatments. I'm a light, I'm not really fair, but I'm light. And it's still a bush. Like, and then when you're doing laser, you can't wax because the laser has to pick up by the hair color. So you can only shave it down because the laser needs to see the hair color to get it. And if your hair color is not like really dark compared to your skin tone, it's not going to know how to differentiate the two. So it's really good for a Caucasian woman and women who are on a higher Fitzpatrick scale. I probably would say 1 to 3, but anyone from 4 to 6 on the Fitzpatrick scale it don't really do much. Like, it didn't work for me. I've done 10 treatments and it's still a whole bush.
Yeah, so, like, not even something I ever really considered doing, just because it looks painful, and I just think like you have to keep going for different sessions, and then also too, people don't factor in the cost.
Yes, and it was very expensive. So I was told I would have to do 18 treatments for it to be gone. But after the 10th treatment, and it was still a bush down there, I was like, nothing is happening. And then I went to go talk to somebody else that was like, you're kind of not on the scale to be considered for it because of your Fitzpatrick. So they like to do it to the fair-skinned women with dark hair, like really dark brown, and then the laser will pick it up from there. So that's the thing about laser. Now, people do it. I had it on my face as well. It did slow down the hair on my face, but it's still there. So yeah, I don't recommend it for us.
Gotcha. Now, I had a few questions that some girls had DM'd me. Someone had So like if they do decide, to shave or if they nair, how long do they have to wait before they can decide to get waxed?
Okay, I would generally say about a week and a half to 2 weeks. It really depends on your waxer. For me, I just need your hair to be as long as a grain of rice, and I can pick it up. If you're doing sugaring, it can be a little bit shorter than that, but it really depends on your waxer and her technique, because let's say, I don't like to throw brands out there, but the brand you threw out there that you went to earlier, it would have to be longer for them.
Yeah, and they had told me that one time too, and I was like, whoa, all right.
Yeah, so yeah, it really depends on the waxer and how experienced he or she is.
Now I know this might be one of your questions, but this is another question that someone had DM'd me. They said, what things that they can do to prepare before their wax appointment? Because in my comments, people were talking about taking oxycodone.
Yes.
It's like the only thing that I do to prepare is before my appointment, I just exfoliate really well, and I don't wear any lotions or body oils down there.
Yes.
Like on my leg.
So there is a lot of articles on Google that would tell you to take a painkiller. I would never recommend it, because I had a client before who took a ibuprofen, or I had two, but one took an ibuprofen, and as I was doing the service, her blood was like gushing out of her pores. Like her pores were enlarging, and I was asking her, like, are you on retinol? Like, what are you taking? And she's like, no, but I just took a ibuprofen. And then back then I was a new waxer, so when I went to go research it, certain painkillers have blood thinners in it, depending on which one it is, and that can cause your wax experience. So we couldn't even finish, because the way it was gushing out, there was nothing I can do. So yeah, I would never recommend painkillers, pain pills, no nothing. It's really all in your head, ladies. You don't need all that.
It really
all you need is a good waxer. You need to find someone who is licensed, knows what they're doing, have the experience. Before you come to your appointment, you can take a warm bath, because that opens your pores. Heat opens your pores. Exfoliate down there. The exfoliation helps the hairs move around and not want to stay in the follicle. Come in, and then your waxer should be doing breathing treatments with you, especially on the lips.
The one I was going to talk about.
Yeah.
It just
breathing treatment.
Gets your mind off of it for sure. Like, oh, yes.
Yes. If before your waxer is about to strip off the wax, if she don't tell you to take a deep breath in, then blow out, and while you're blowing out, snatching, she don't like you.
It never hurts when you say blow out, and it's like oh, okay, like it's gone.
And then she needs to immediately apply pressure. When you apply the pressure, the stinging immediately stops.
Yes.
So if she's not doing that, either she's inexperienced or she just don't like you. But yes, make sure you're not wearing any oils or lotions, because that messes up with our wax and it doesn't pick up the hairs as it should. And you shouldn't feel sore afterwards. I hear a lot of stories where people feel like they couldn't put on their pants, and it shouldn't feel like that. Yeah, during the service, yes, it's uncomfortable, but it's not where you get up and you feel like you can't do anything. Like, no. If that happens, you need to find a new wax.
Someone just said in the comments, I heard people have used dermaplast spray to numb. Like, I've heard that too. People use numbing spray. I'm too scared to do anything like that. So
I tried everything, you guys, because I have to try it before I advise you to do something. So I haven't tried that brand, but I have tried a numbing cream that I had to put on there 45 minutes before, wrap myself in plastic wrap. Then I went and got a wax done. It felt the same. So that stuff don't work for me. I even tried like buying these sprays and doing it before my clients, like spraying it on them, letting it sit for 5 minutes, because there's one that say that, and then doing it, and my clients would say they still felt the same thing. So there's nothing on the market that's 100% painless for waxing. Maybe I need to start looking into that.
Dermaplast.
What is that? It's a numbing.
All right, one more question that someone asked me. They had said, is it okay to shave between your wax appointments?
No.
Yes.
No.
I wrote her back. So I'm on my answer for real.
So basically, when you're shaving or nearing, well, I'm gonna go shaving first. When you're shaving, you're cutting the hair off at the surface, but you're not pulling it out the follicle. You're also messing up the hair growth cycle. So when it's time to come back and get your wax, and it's your 4 weeks, and you got them short, stubby hairs that's not as long as a grain of rice, and then you got other hairs that are long, it's messing up the cycle. Now I kind of have to get your skin back on the same hair growth cycle so that when I take it all off, it'll be as smooth as a baby butt.
Yeah.
Now, same thing with nair. It takes things off at the surface, and you're not supposed to put nair down there. It's not for that. It's for your legs and your arms and your underarms. That's it. Basically, what nair is expired perm. That's why when you smell it, it smells so strong. That's all it is. It's expired perm. So no, that's not supposed to go down there, ladies. Let's stop that.
Yeah.
The only time you are supposed to shave is if you're getting laser. And like I said, if you're not really fair-skinned, I don't recommend you do laser.
Yeah. So many wax taboos that people were asking me, and I was just like, look, I will never put a razor down there again.
How many times you knit yourself? When you do a razor too, you cause ingrown hairs. Because the hair is not getting pulled out the follicle. So the hair is basically starting to curl and do its own thing and go back into the skin. Like, you need us to take it out so that it grows straight out. And then especially when y'all are shaving down, up, side, back. Your hair is going all type of ways. It don't know, no. That's just cause for disaster, ingrown hairs, and hyperpigmentation down there. That does a lot of that too. So if you need, if you've been shaving for years and you're trying to figure out how to get that area back rejuvenated and looking brand new, with Jhay shoes, brightening treatments, regularly get waxed, come see me at Jhay Beauty. So yeah.
Oh yes, guys, recommend the hydro jelly mask. I've done it twice. Yeah. Especially if you just want to have a smoother texture down there. It's awesome. So you gotta come see Jhay Beauty for that.
Yeah, it's different ones. There's one, even if there's some women who get I would kind of say an acne breakout down there, use your facial cleanser on the top only, not on the lip.
Yes.
Use your facial cleanser down there. It's still skin. It will clear all that up.
So I asked you all the questions that the girl were my DMs, because they're like, I don't want to ask that. I was like, I got you. I will ask on your behalf.
Okay. Well, any more questions before we go?
Well, I'm happy.
And if you ladies need more information, I do have a YouTube channel, Jhay Beauty. I did launch a new podcast called Big Beauty Gang. I am expanding to my first retail commercial location.
We can't wait.
So that will be here by the new year. I will have a team for me. I'm kind of cloning myself to make sure that I'm able to take everybody, and they will be trained like me. So they're going to take care of you like me. So you don't have to worry about that.
Stay tuned. I'm so excited for that.
Yes.
Well, thanks y'all for tuning in with us and asking us all your questions. And Jhay, thank you so much. And you guys, make sure you follow Jhay. Well, you just changed your Instagram. So
yeah, I changed my Instagram name to Big Beauty Gang.
Oh, Big Beauty.
Big Beauty Gang, because it's now going to be me and a team. So we're going to be the Beauty Gang, and we're going to make sure that we take care of y'all 100%. And make sure you're good, even if you need lashes, wax, or skincare. We're here for you. And last announcement, I am looking for 3 booth renters. If you do microblading, what else? Microblading, nails, massage therapist, or a makeup artist.
Ooh.
Looking for 3. So that would be a booth rental. So hit me up in my DMs if you're interested in that or know somebody who is.
There we go.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Right. Yep. Thank you, you guys.
Bye.